of it, and if he's even going to go through all the trouble of screenshotting it, sending it to you on your Instagram when he goes and finds you and says, hey, I like this. You know, like, is there something like, even though I've had rappers hit me up and I'll send them my playlist, like beats to purchase, you know, here's my playlist, but then I never, you know, usually don't ever hear back from them again.
That's not to say, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to change the subject a little bit into how do you clear samples, but do you guys? I have no idea how to even go about
To clear them?
like if I wanted to sample
there's a license.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a license, and it's like a mechanical something license or something, which is weird because that has nothing to do with mechanics.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so at that point, once you get your license, then you're able to go through a sample clearing agency. I think there's this dude called Harry Fox that does a lot of the music industry's sample clearance.
Okay.
And so I think with your license, I think it gets to be like you can pay like 15 cents a chop or something to use it. That's what I was told by a few sound engineers way back when.
I've wondered about that too. You know, I mean, I do a ton of sampling, and then like other artists that I like, especially like Flamingosis. You know, somebody who's touring as big as that guy tours, but samples a ton of, like, you can hear it and you're like, I've heard that song, like I know that song, you know, and samples it this and that way. So I've always wondered kind of like how that works, you know, like how do you know, when you get to that certain point, because there was somebody, what was it, Logic, apparently he was posting the other day, like, I'm tired of having to get samples cleared or whatever.
Oh yeah, I think he got raked over the coals or something.
Yeah, something like that. But you know, it happens. It happened to Vanilla Ice.
Yeah.
You know, and then ooh baby you.
Oh,
That guy.
Biz Markie.
Yeah, Biz Markie
yeah.
got taken down too.
I get
man.
that Biz Markie is like a real respected person in hip hop history, but man,
That was his
I
one
just-
track.
I cannot rock with Biz Markie.
Well, do you
Like-
remember when he came to
It's like the Tracy
Otopia?
Morgan of
Yeah, I
hip-hop.
remember. I didn't go. And it's no, I feel like maybe somewhere down the line this is going to come and bite me in the rear because Biz Markie will find this video and be like, he was talking trash. But I'll just preemptively clear the record here is that I'm not talking trash about Biz Markie. It's just I do not vibe with that man's records.
think as
Much
long
love
as-
to the guy. But,
Yeah, I give props to the hustle.
Yeah.
He
but
had,
I
two,
do
he had
not-
two big tracks. Apparently, he got sued for both of them.
Yeah.
and then that was that right there. But tomorrow we're all going to be out playing tracks, all out having a good time. We're going to be at Stella Palooza, which
Wait,
is
that's Thursday.
Or no, yeah, Thursday.
That's
I keep
Thursday.
thinking it's tomorrow because I'm excited for it. But
Okay.
Thursday,
Yeah.
we got Stella Palooza coming up. That starts at 7 with JK, and we've got a bunch of Dead Gorgeous guys starting things off. Then later on, myself, Lofty Beats will be playing. We got Breezomatic, and this is all a benefit for my newborn daughter, who was born early. And so Backyard on Bell decided to, they gave us that date, and then once Stella was born, they said, let's do a benefit. And also Blur Records is in, so we've got Dead Gorgeous Records, Something Modern, and Blur Records all involved in that. So on the outside, on the main stage, you got your beat music and DJs, and then on the inside, you've got more of like your post-rock and sound noise
Puddin' Tane is
music.
playing
Puddin'
and-
Tane,
yeah.
yeah. Puddin' Tane's going to be playing inside later on because we wanted them to play late, but we can't have them on the main stage that late because it'll be too loud. So we
Right.
got to have them on the inside, which we'll all be able to jam on the inside. It'll be a lot of fun.
Something
so.
about that, them with the small room.
Yeah.
Get
yeah,
that energy in
yeah,
there.
Exactly. So,
Real punk rock.
exactly. So do you have any, and we also got foliage on the
Mm-hmm.
way. And you said that you just finished up your second track.
Yeah, I finished up my second track. I made pretty much the bare bones of it like a week ago.
Okay.
And then, I had some time before work today, and I sat down for about an hour and a half and just kind of was tweaking stuff and making it real intricate.
Nice.
I sent it to Breezy.
Very nice.
Yeah. I still got a few more things to do on it, but
You said it was what? It had a lot of emotion in it? Or?
yeah, emotions were running very high on that track.
I feel it.
It's very it's not just like a loop, it's like very composition heavy.
Okay,
so-
nice. I enjoy some good composition heavy music. What about you, Labrie? We got any new beats? We're dropping them. You got anything else you're gonna do?
Yeah, I got a little collab with Luis or Mosavito. that I'm gonna
yeah.
throw on there. It's gonna be pretty nice. So I just sent it to you.
Yeah, I saw that. I was eating and I was like, man, another one. Okay.
Sweet.
And then there's a collab between me, Lofty, and Mercy. And then I submitted one other one a while back. So between the three of them,
Yeah.
there's space.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we got quite a few, you know.
Yeah.
So I've got my two are done. I got my two and I'm done with both of those. So, you know, two very different. My tracks are completely different from the normal Kind Beats type stuff. You know, I played that one for you on the porch, and I did go back and turn the snare down a little bit.
I got you.
Because I was like, it's too.
Word.
It's too. I follow this one. It's the producer's corner, and you know, a lot of the time, there's some hilarious stuff that goes on in there. But one guy was talking about like mastering, and this one guy was saying he's like, I like to take my stuff and play it on the worst pair of speakers I can find, you know, and I'll listen to it that way, because the problem is when I have my really nice monitors, they capture things very differently. Well, not everybody is listening to stuff on a pair of $500,000 monitors, you know. And so he's like, even though I don't master my music on a pair of, you know, not so good speakers, it still helps to go and play them on that, because even though my speakers might really take the kick well, another pair of speakers, it might be too bassy, like that one that I felt, just wasn't popping in a way.
Or you don't have to do it on bad speakers, like he said. You can just mix and master between mono and stereo. You can switch back and forth.
And see, I didn't even like know how to do that in Ableton until recently. There literally just is a button you click.
Yeah.
And you can export one in stereo and one in mono. I was like, that's amazing. I had no idea.
Yeah. I think there's also the utility plugin.
Oh yeah.
That if you drop the value down to, I think it's 0, it goes 0 to 100. 100 being stereo and 0 being mono, I believe.
Okay, I gotta check that
so
out.
you just, you know, cross the slider. That's how I would do it. And the differences are very subtle. But you know, there's some differentiation that I think you can kind of milk out of that.
Yeah, for sure.
Kind of helps you pick out those troublesome frequencies that you might not have heard in stereo.
Yeah. I mean, those troublesome frequencies might be present in a different sound system. So, yeah, it's just a good thing to pick those out. For sure.
I've had that happen where I've made stuff on my monitors, and then I go and there's a subwoofer at the venue or wherever, and the bass is so much bigger.
Than
I
it's like
expect.
overbearing.
Yeah,
you
than
know?
I expect it to be, and then I'm
great.
then I'm EQing it down.
Yeah. I do that so much.
Yeah, and then I'm EQing down like. I love Producia. Yesterday, his set was awesome. It was really, really good. Or I guess on Sunday. But like, dude, his mixer was big, and so it was like loud. And so I'm not kidding. On his channels, I'd had him up this much.
Holy cow!
I had him up that much because it was just booming. His set was awesome. You know, it was a great set. So shout out to.
I
that
thought
guy,
for some reason I thought he was gonna come and rock like a SP404.
No, he's one of those dudes who rolls with like K-More and all those guys down in Dallas.
Oh, okay.
So
all right, I got you.
That was his first time to ever play outside. He was like, I loved it. So he was very gracious for us to move it when we moved him back outside.
Oh, great.
Where'd you meet him?
He was homies with Sage.
Okay.
And so he hit up Sage and was like, man, I'm trying to like play other places besides the same places in Dallas all the time. And he was like, I know these dudes. And so he messaged me on Instagram, or he messaged Something Modern on Instagram, and then hit me up. And then not this week, but the week after, we have Huss, who's like Huss on the Beat on Instagram, and then Xbino, and they're both out of Dallas, and they hit me up.
Cool.
Oh, Cambino.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, yeah, we've had him before.
Okay,
yeah.
we have?
Yeah.
Okay.
Xbino?
Yeah.
I brought him out.
Okay.
I want to say it's got to have been a year ago by now, but yeah, that's my homie. Yeah.
Word, right
Cameron.
on. Very cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, and then Huss on the Beat, who does like lo-fi beat kind of stuff as well. So he'll be out there as well. That Dallas show that I played when I first met all the Dead Gorgeous guys who are now Dead Gorgeous, that's where I met, like, I don't know if his name's Huss or DJ Huss, but he just goes by Huss on the Beat on Instagram.
Cool.
So we'll have them out as well. Well, fellas, that's how you make 45 minutes go by.
Holy cow!
Real quick,
Yeah.
right there, real quick.
Man.
So, I want to give a shout out. I mean, it just went by so fast.
Yeah.
It's such a quality conversation.
Indeed.
So,
Good
if
times.
y'all were tuning in, go ahead, go into the back. You'll learn some stuff. Go back into the interview. You'll learn stuff about fashion. You'll learn stuff about beat making. You'll learn stuff about the events we got coming up. We got Stella Palooza coming up on June 13th. Then we also have the Wine Down event, which is going to be going down at Wine Square Squared, and that's going to be happening June 19th with Mercy, who we're listening to right now, and the homie Daily Breed. And then, of course, we got Breakfast and Beats every single Sunday down at Backyard on Bell, so y'all make
12
sure
to
come
3.
out to that. 12 to 3.
Heck yeah.
12 to 3. Now, is there any other events that I might have forgotten that we got coming up as of right now? I mean, we got the boat party, but we're keeping that under wraps.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Not that I can think of. I think
Right
that
on.
covers it
Yeah.
pretty much all right now.
right on. Well, look of the year, a.k.a. Lofty Beats, Breezomatic. Bless up, fellas. Thank you very much. Y'all make sure to take a look at somethingmodern.net. Find us on Instagram and Facebook. And make sure y'all stay tuned in right here on DentonRadio.com because we got Ellie Bell and the Denton Vibe coming up next. Once again, we want to give a shout-out to LSA Burger Company for sponsoring the show and a shout-out to Mercy for providing the sounds tonight. Y'all have an excellent evening. I will see y'all next Tuesday. Peace.
Peace.
Well, thank you for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the show. We want to thank our partners and sponsors who made this show possible. And now stick around for a word from all of us here at Discover Denton.